Hello everyone, this is Yoko. In this channel, I will share information in English that I have gathered on events happening in China, as they may not be well known in other countries. I obtain information from various media sources, and I would appreciate your comments on the video content. If you find the content interesting, please consider subscribing to the channel and supporting it. Every country has both good and bad cultures, I believe. For example, when it comes to China, Chinese cuisine is widely accepted by the Japanese. While there might be some criticism of Chinese cuisine, it often revolves around issues related to ingredient management, pesticides, injecting water into pork to increase its weight, and similar concerns, rather than the dishes themselves. However, Chinese cuisine is liked by many people. As I watch YouTube, I often come across videos of people making fried rice, and I appreciate the skills involved. Some people may choose not to eat fried rice just because they don't like the Chinese Communist Party, which I think is going too far. However, there are also negative aspects of culture that need attention. One such issue is the prevalence of forgeries in China. Everything imaginable is forged in China. In Japan, this would cause a huge uproar, such as the forgery of banknotes. The problem extends to various certificates, including passports, identification cards, and university diplomas. In such a society, the meaning of certificates becomes meaningless, and it is illegal in China, but enforcement is insufficient. Moreover, the problem goes beyond just the prevalence of forgeries. The sophistication of the forgeries has made it difficult to distinguish between genuine and fake documents. The most significant problem is the low moral barrier regarding forgeries in China. There is little guilt associated with using forged documents. It's almost as if everyone does it, and some people even consider it a normal practice. For example, the forgery of identification cards is widespread in China, particularly among women. If someone is dissatisfied with the photo on their genuine card, they may obtain an identification card with a more aesthetically pleasing photo printed on it. This can lead to discrepancies, but due to the low moral threshold, the use of forged documents has become widespread. The use of the internet has made it easy for ordinary individuals to obtain forged documents in China. When I first visited China, the forgery of identification cards was openly conducted in roadside shops. At that time, having a Shanghai address was considered essential for work, leading people from other regions to forge Shanghai household registration identity cards to facilitate employment. However, the situation has changed, and the purchase of forged documents through the internet has become widespread. Those who sell these documents are often a separate group from those who specialize in forgery. The forgery group receives orders from those with knowledge of selling and produces the fake documents. These groups may not have direct contact with each other. Despite occasional crackdowns by the government, the ease of obtaining materials for forgery and the low cost have led to a continuous existence of this problem. In contrast, in Japan, the idea of counterfeiting official documents is not prevalent due to the high moral standard associated with such actions. People in Japan generally trust official documents, including IDs, licenses, and passports. Therefore, if such things are brought in from China, they would be trusted almost as much as genuine ones. Recently, it has come to light that Chinese individuals are mass-producing forged my-number cards within Japan. Regarding this, even though it is called forgery, it seems that it's not about falsifying the contents of the IC chip, but rather just the appearance. However, in my opinion, the crucial aspect of this incident is not just the act of forgery itself, but the discovery of a large amount of personal information simultaneously. In other words, if someone possesses a massive amount of personal information, they can impersonate others by forging identity cards. As mentioned earlier, if they come with a visually identical my-number card, they could perform actions like opening a bank account or contracting a mobile phone without investigating the IC chip. This is because Japanese people generally do not expect their documents to be forged, which could lead to situations where transactions are carried out under someone else's name without their knowledge. Therefore, rather than focusing on whether the my-number card is forged or not, the more significant issue is why these Chinese individuals possess a large amount of personal information. If the combination of technology and personal information occurs, it becomes possible for them to impersonate others. Therefore, the leakage of personal information is a significant problem. While many in Japan criticize the My Number card, I believe that the more critical issue in this case is the substantial leakage of personal information to Chinese individuals. Investigating how and from where this information leaked and ensuring that crucial personal information does not leak to foreign entities should be the main focus. Otherwise, even if we say that we won't use the My Number card, it won't make sense because there's a potential for other forgeries, such as driver's licenses, utilizing the leaked information. I hope that Japanese people will protect their personal information securely. Additionally, depending on the content of personal information, there is a possibility of becoming a victim of crime. In Japan, there have been cases where relatively wealthy individuals became targets of specific robberies. If we consider how criminals choose their victims, it's possible that they obtain personal information in advance. For example, if there is information about tax payments, it could be very useful for criminal organizations planning illegal activities. Therefore, when dealing with Japanese personal information, it's crucial to avoid entrusting it to places where the risk of leakage is unknown. I believe that managing these aspects properly is more important than discussions about the My Number card. This concludes our discussion for now. Until next time.